Hi, this is Press Play by Evie, and today's topic is New Dawn, New Day, New Way. So, there comes a time in life when we level up. That could be in form of a promotion at work or any kind of advancement. Could be if you're in school, moving to the next year at the university, or handling a new role, a new project. If you're a parent, perhaps you're a first time mom or dad, or you now have two children, you were used to having one, now you have two or three, so on and so forth. So the topic today is to encourage that when we level up in whatever area of life, we our level up should be reflected across board. So you cannot move to the next stage and still fall back on your old ways. That you have to also level up your mindset, your way of thinking, your perspective, how you see life. And it is okay and even normal that sometimes you will fall back to your old ways because they are part and parcel of who you are. You're used to it. You, as a human being, tend to go back to that which is familiar. We all do that. But it is important to also notice when this happens and notice that we are always falling back to our old ways. And by taking note of this, then we will be able to find new and better ways to react to the situations that come across our lives as a result of the promotion that we have received in life. Because the whole point of having advanced means we also are growing and advancing in our ways of thinking, how we find solutions, how we move, and therefore old ways will, while they may work, will not be sufficient. So I would encourage all of us, myself included, that when we find ourselves experiencing a new dawn, a new day, let us find a new way to tackle any challenges or issues that arise, a new way to interact with the people around us, even building on what previously had worked, and in some cases, completely doing away with that and embracing the new, being really open to receiving guidance from the people around us, being really open to growth, not viewing it as weakness, but rather as the greatest strength we possibly could, and realizing that through complete openness and surrender to the process of growth, we will be able to climb even higher heights in whatever way that may be. Having the humility to accept the things that we either have no clue about, to accept help and ask for help, to even train ourselves to ask for help, because that also sometimes is a challenge that comes with growth, promotion, leveling up, is we may not even know how to ask for help, and our old ways may not work anymore. Us pushing ourselves to the extremes and to the limit at some point stops working. It may have worked for a bit. It may be the way you have lived life by powering through, but at some point there will be need for you to learn, to grow, to rely on, and to be relied on by others so that you're able to do more in a more impactful way and in a way that still leaves room for you to grow and expand beyond what you could possibly have ever dreamed or imagined. That the old ways are not sufficient anymore, and there is room for new ways, which we embrace by being open to learning, being open to correction, being open to what might appear as weakness, that our fear of showing our weakness does not become the biggest weakness in our lives, but rather being vulnerable with ourselves to admit where we need help and to soul search to be clear on what kind of help we might need. And in cases where we're not able to quite identify how we want anybody to step in and support or assist, then just beginning with, I need support, and perhaps we need to look at which ways we can work together to come up with a better solution or outcome. And this cuts across whether you are thinking about it from a family perspective, a career perspective, a business perspective, academic perspective. In whatever walk of life, you're always stronger together as a multitude or a number. And that's not to disregard the importance of having quality alone time, but through that, being able to know which activities do you need to take on by yourself and which ones do you need the support of others. And support can come in different ways. It could be financial support where you're chipping in with others to carry out a business venture, or perhaps do a project that has been struggling. It could be just emotional and mental support where you are receiving encouragement from others, you are tapping into their knowledge base, their experience in life to gain insights that you otherwise may not have gotten because your perspective of life and your experiences are different. It could also be in form of coaching or mentorship. So regardless of what kind of support comes in, and sometimes you might receive, it could be financial, could be all of the above. Just be open to new ways of doing things, of experiencing things, of seeing things, recognizing that there can be more than one perspective, and that makes the whole situation that more beautiful, that more profound. And it is not a reflection of your weakness or incompetence, but rather your strength. So, friends, I invite you to leave your comments. Please let us share tips and ways in which we can embrace new ways as we get opportunities for a new dawn and a new day. These promotions in life that we're always pursuing. And let us know ways in which you have done it, and in cases where you didn't do it and what happened. As always, I am always very excited to hear from you and for all of us to learn together. Have a good day and talk to you soon. Bye bye.